Okay, let's talk a little bit more about our adjustment bar, which you're going to be doing a lot towards the end. You're going to be utilizing this a lot. Up here we have we in our adjustment bar, if you click on this thing that looks like a film strip, and you can even see the tool pointer says video and audio effects. Um, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And these are interesting because these are kind of special effects. Really, think of this as your special effects button. And if you click on the video, you've got all of these different
So I'm really
effects
proud of that work that I've
that
done
if you
over
look
the
up
years,
here,
and I've been
it's
awarded
kind of
some
changing
awards.
as I go over.
So I'm really proud of
And
that
that's
work
something.
that
Here's
I've
a
done over the years,
sepia,
and I've been
negative,
awarded
and
some
so on. So I'm going to cancel that. Now the audio has the same kind of a thing. So if I click this, these are special effects related to the audio. And since we're in, the playhead is over this particular clip, it's going to be adjusting these special effects according to that particular clip. So here we go. If I just mouse over,
Okay, good afternoon.
and it gives you all these different. I just want to make
This is
you
Canadian
aware
Income.
of
I'm Mr.
these.
James Stringfellow for
Oh,
the
look at this
Samuel
small
Property
room,
Industry Program.
medium room, large, and so on and so forth. So I just want to make you aware that that is there. But let's contrast that with something that's down here. Now let's go down here in the content library, and you do see sound effects, but that's different. These are not special effects. These are actual sound. And look, there's a ton of these in iMovie. There's just a ton of them. And you know, let's just play one here like geese. Um, you know, and you can put those in there. How would you get that in there, by the way? Here's a horse whinny, for instance. Okay, well that's pretty, it's really simple. Just literally drag it right down there. So simple, and let's play through just for fun.
Right now, I'm on it.
Okay, so you get the idea, and I'm going to delete that. And here's all of these others. I mean, look how many there are. I'm dragging this down just a ton of them. Also, there is as well audio for music. So let's take a look up here. Look, so just by clicking that, look, I get all these things. You usually will find that like in jingles or stingers, for instance. Theme music. Let's see what we have there. Let's just play this. See what we have. So you've got a lot of that. Let's go check out some. Just for fun, let's check out these jingles, which are more, these are more, I guess, relaxed type audio. Yeah, so these are all royalty free, so you can use these in your project, and that's really cool. The final edit is going to be when we put our subtitles, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go through here real quick, and we're gonna fix all the little things, and then we'll apply the subtitles. So here we go. So that starts right up, and we want that to fade up. So I'm dragging the slider. There we go. It's always too loud, so I'm going to drag the whole thing down. Here it goes. I'm just dragging it down, and let's play that through.
Are you a Gainesville native, or what brought you to Gainesville?
Okay, and here's already a mistake. I can see that I have this in here twice, so I'm going to get rid of this. So there we go. See, these are the things you learn at the end.
Are you a Gainesville native, or what brought
Okay, so we want this to duck down. There's two ways you can do this, and you can have the music go all the way underneath, and that's fine. Oh, here's another problem at the end. Let's go ahead and drag that all the way to the end, because we want that to go to the end. So how would we do this? We want the music to be louder at the beginning and the end. So here's what we do. We're going to hold, we're going to just do a global change here. I'm holding the mouse down. You can see the little, where this is the volume bar right here for the whole thing. But we can't adjust it up and down because that's for the whole thing. I'm going to maybe do it like 32%. And we can't hear that.
Awards and awards of it.
But it's okay for the end. So let's go ahead and lower the volume. How do we do that selectively? I'm holding the Option key down, and you can see that it changes into a little tiny plus in a box there. So I'm going to make what's called keyframes right on here. So I'm going to have to put 2, and you'll see why. Go 1, 2. So what I'm going to do is drag this down here, and you see this is it's going to go lower, 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 then up there. And let's see how that sounds.
And I've been awarded some awards of it.
Okay, that's good. Now let's go home. There's a home button on your keyboard. So press home and it goes to the beginning. And let's do the same thing over here. I'm holding the Option key down, and now I'm waiting and I'm moving the mouse until I see the little box, and I'm going to put 2. Why 2? Because we have to have you can't just put 1 because there's nowhere for it to pivot off of. So we need a pivot point. So remember, we lowered it all the way down there. Now we're going to raise it. Yeah, something like that. So let's play through and listen to it.
Are you a Gainesville native, or what brought you?
Great. Okay. Now we already have our transition,
Are you a Gainesville native?
and
or
that's
what brought you
good.
to Gainesville?
Yes, I was born and raised in Gainesville.
And we also have our sliders up here. Remember, we've already done that, so good, good. Okay, I'm thinking that we need a transition here. So let's put a transition. Across dissolve is really good. So let's just do that. We're going to put that right in there and see how that plays. That's pretty good. Let's do it again. Now, if you wanted to, you could raise the volume right here, because why? It's just a title. And by the way, let's put a transition on the other side too. There it is, across dissolve. There we go. And tuck this in a bit. You can hold the Option key down and do the keyframe method, or you can do this. I am going to click in here and hold the mouse down until it turns into this. And watch this. This is cool. I'm just going to drag this right to this point, and I'm going to raise it up a little. See what it did? It put the keyframes in automatically. So let's play through there. Now, we didn't really, okay, so we have this globe coming up, but there's no speaking there, so we didn't really need that. So I'm just going to drag this down here and drag this point over here so that the audio is going to come up, kind of gradually right there. Let's play through that and see what happens.
Right now, I'm on a...
Okay, so let's put another cross dissolve in there. See how that sounds.
Right now, I'm on a...
And let's just make this a little bit more gradual.
Yeah. Right now, I'm on a committee
Very good. Okay. Now let's take a look here.
in this building.
This one we didn't put the opacity, so we're going to drag the opacity to make it fade in and out. Let's play through.
In this building. It was...
Okay. So I'm thinking, do we really want to have this bit of B-roll all by itself? Shouldn't that be over what he's saying? I think so. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to lift it up, and we're just going to move it over here. And so you see everything moved up. So that's fine. It might be a little long at this point. So let's bring that in and let's see how this plays.
It was, so I'm really proud of that work.
And there, did you hear that? Let's see if we can fix that.
It was, so I'm really proud of that.
Let's drag this part over here. Let's see how this sounds with audio.
It was, so I'm really proud of that.
So, you know, it's not a really graceful, he's just saying a lot, but we'll just pretend like like that he wasn't. But you
It
get the
was,
idea.
so I'm really proud of that.
So don't we want to fade right here? Yeah, so let's fade this up. There we go, play through.
It was, so I'm really proud of that work.
There we go, very graceful.
Awards I've been,
Okay,
and I've been awarded some awards I've been done over the years, and I've been awarded some done over the years, and
let's see if we can stop right where he says years. And so we stopped it there. Now we're going to drag this back. Let's see how that
the
sounds.
years, and
Okay, not quite. So we're going to drag this a little bit more.
the years.
Good, okay. And what happened here? Remember we changed this. So so now what we've got to do is we've got to let's drag this all the way back. There we go. And we want this to come up. So we could do the same method of just holding in there, clicking until it turns like that. And I'm going to drag this all the way across. Here we go. And like so, because we want it to come up. So let's raise it up a little. There we go. That's kind of loud. Let's do this here. Let's play it
The
through.
years.
Okay, it just ended real abruptly. So let's put this out just a little. Let's drag this audio out just a hair. And here's our slider. We want this to end real gradually. So let's play this. So great. Now what about here?
The years.
I think we need a transition there, don't you? We could put a special one, fade to black. That's pretty common when you're at the end. So let's try it and let's see what that looks like. Play
That
through.
I've done over the years.
Very good. Okay, and that's the final tweaks. We've got our audio, we've got our opacity, which are these in the B-roll. We've looked at our transition. We made sure all the audio sounds okay. We have made sure that our clips have been adjusted as well as they can. We've adjusted for length, and we've just gone and tweaked everything. So this is it, except for one final thing.
Are you a Gainesville?
Except for our subtitles. So we're going to do that next and last.